Good girl. No. Good girl. Good girl. Really good girl, Ray. Good girl. Silly girl. Or silly me, I guess. Hello, over here. Over here. Look. It's fine, I don't care if we switch sides. Over here. Nope. No, I'm gonna actually target. Well, what do you want from me, huh? Oh my goodness. over here. Hey, over here. Rayne, why is that making you jump today, huh? Why is that making you jump today? Good girl. Yes, right here.